So I will, oh, thank you, Georgette. We are going to record this so that we can send it to you afterwards in case you miss anything or want to share it with any of your colleagues. And I'll pass it over to Randy to kick us off with our solution.
Amazing. Thanks, Corinne. Really excited to be here and kind of talk a little bit more about Flowcode and how you can kind of leverage our solution and platform into taking your offline experiences and bringing it online. You can turn over to the next slide, Corinne. Awesome. So really thinking about what differentiates Flowcode from your kind of traditional QR code that you see out in the wild. So first and foremost, we always lead with design. We know that your brand and aesthetic are really important. And so we want to elevate that and make this a focal point of your creative. So that way you're not just putting it in the bottom corner, but it's kind of front and center. Our codes are always dynamic, which means that at any point in time, you can print the code or place the code once in the wild and always change the scan destination on the back end. So if you accidentally make a mistake or you've had a change in direction or plan, you can always update and don't have to worry about reprinting. We know printing costs can be expensive. So really taking into consideration, making this super simple, super easy for you to update and track the scan destination. I'm going to group data and privacy a little together here, but data, all of our reports that you will have access to on the platform. And I think there's varying levels of reporting capabilities that we offer depending on the plan that you're in. So kind of where I sit right now is in the enterprise ecosystem, but really thinking through where you start today. So everything from just the scan data and reporting that you get around kind of day, date, and time of the scan, all the way up to geolocation and thinking through kind of how you can then leverage that data to make smarter decisions in the future. Privacy. So we know everyone's kind of personal information is really important and really take that kind of to the highest extent. So you will actually see in all of our code design, there's what we call a privacy smile. So you'll see privacy.flowcode.com, and that's really to ensure that there's a level of trust with your consumers who are scanning and engaging with the code. They have the opportunity to opt in, review the data policy, but we are GDPR and CCPA compliant. So wherever you are in the world, you can leverage Flowcode in a very safe and secure manner. Managed service, that's kind of why I'm here on the call. So as you think about where you are in your kind of Flowcode journey, coming over to kind of our enterprise experience, you will have a dedicated customer success manager, someone who can partner with you, tell you kind of the ins and outs, and really make sure that we're helping you strategize on your upcoming campaigns. Patent protected, so kind of leaning in again to the design, we really kind of pride ourselves in having a whole team with our design studio and a kind of team supporting all the beautiful creation of the codes. Quality assurance, so we test all of our codes across a variety of different devices, both by iOS and Android, but also different years and models of operating systems, just to make sure that everything scans. We always recommend that anytime you are including a code, that you do test it and scan it before going to print or placing it on a digital screen to ensure that it scans for everyone. And the team, after this can follow up and share best practices around code size, which is all available within the platform too. And then last but not least is Flowpage, which I know I will turn over to the team to discuss further, but that is our mobile first landing page experience. So making sure that not only do you think about that front door, but the journey and the consumer experience post scan, and leveraging our product Flowpage to help in a kind of simple, easy, no code platform way. So that's it for me for right now. I will turn it over to Georgette.
Thanks so much, Randy, and thanks everyone for being here with us today. Super excited to have you all. So for those of you who aren't familiar with this tool or haven't explored it yet, Flowpage is our sister product. As Randy just mentioned, it is a mobile-friendly landing page that you can build and customize directly in our Flowcode platform, and it is included from free all the way to enterprise. This tool is available for you to explore. It's a really great way for you to manage and build on your digital presence. And so basically, what does this all mean? On your Flow page, you can host multiple links from your website, product pages, promotional videos, YouTube videos. You can link out to your social media, add your contact information, just to name a few. And then outside of it just being a link sharing platform, Flowpage is also a really powerful conversion tool. We have a contact collection widget built into the platform, which basically means that you can collect first-party information and transfer that information or that customer information directly into your CRM platform, so that they can become lifelong connections. And then lastly, of course, you can track all page sessions, link clicks that you accumulate on your flow page, really just giving you a better sense of how your audience is engaging with your content. But I'll walk you through just in the next slide a little bit more about the data included across Flowcode and flow page. Awesome. And so all flow codes and flow pages are trackable through real-time analytics. And so this means that as soon as you get a scan or a click, that data will show up directly in your analytics dashboard. Now, if you're on the free plan, you'll notice that you have a slight preview or tease of the total scans and clicks accumulated within your account. But then once you upgrade to that Pro or Pro Plus plan, you'll unlock the entire native analytics dashboard where you'll be able to see scans by date, day of the week, time of day, and the device type over the course of a rolling 90-day period. And really, all of this data is meant to help you measure the effectiveness of your marketing. You can measure really different creative types that are working for you, promotional offers, marketing placements. Really, it's all in your hands. But if data and analytics is truly important to you, please go ahead and scan the flow code on the screen. And what this will actually show you is outside of our self-service analytics offering, there is another level that is unlocked with our higher tier enterprise plans, which really gives you 365 days of data, geolocation, and really just a drill down overview of your scan and click data. And so when you scan that code, that is the report that will be shown to you. And I'll give everyone a minute to scan, and then I'll pass it over to my colleague, Corinne.
I think Randy's taking use cases, but happy to do it if she does not want to. Okay.
I'm happy to. Great. So just thinking through various ways that you can actually leverage Flowcode in the wild, in addition to kind of some of the beautiful examples Corinne had flashed on the screen, really fixating on what is your goal? What is your KPI? What are you looking to unpack when someone scans the code? So are you looking to capture CRM information to retarget those users in the future? Are they joining a mailing list? That is how you're kind of going to build up your repository and think through how you can build relationships going forward. On-screen integrations. So I think this is a great area where we've continued to see success, whether it's on TV spots, CTV, digital billboards, various display, even YouTube is a great place to leverage codes on screen as long as you select that desktop option. Your printed materials. Print is great. It lives on past that digital life cycle. So whether it's in a magazine, a kind of a postcard, a table tent, all those different variations of where you can think about placing codes, whether it's in a hotel lobby or kind of an ad in a magazine, that's another place where you can really leverage including codes and track codes. We typically like to say at a unique level. So by creating unique codes per placement, you're able to unpack which area is working hardest and smartest for you. Payments, of course, you see that very often with just your phone. Well, that's exactly where you can also leverage Flowcode for payments and interactions. And I think at the end of the day, it's always thinking about your entire marketing and omni-channel ecosystem. The more places where you're already engaging audiences, why not add another layer, another contact, another touch point? Because it's very intentional when someone picks up their phone and scans the code. It's not just a lazy click. So Corinne, I think this is you now.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, Randy. That was amazing. So next is interactive marketing. So one really great way to utilize and leverage Flowcode is by making multiple unique codes and putting them on each part of your marketing campaign. So you can see how many scans your magazine advertisement is getting versus your direct mailer campaign. And then you can see which one is getting more engagement. And let's say the magazine advertisement was. You could then allocate your future marketing budget to more advertising in magazines so that you can make sure it's the most effective. And then you can utilize this interactive or these codes to drive traffic to your site or any of your other digital content. Like Randy said, people intentionally scan a flow code. You don't accidentally do it. So they really want to see what's on the other side of the code. And then you can also collect their contact information, as we've mentioned before, and just generate all those leads so that you can retarget them and hopefully have future customers and clients in the future. Here are some examples of flow codes just throughout the travel and hospitality industry. As you can see, there are flow codes on coasters, on wall or on handle clings and different banners. As well as in travel, you can put a flow code in the airport, on the airplane itself, on luggage tags so that people can scan and find your information or call you directly if your luggage is missing and they find it. Just so many different ways to use flow code in the space. Here's an example of some print marketing, putting it on different lanyards for trade shows if you're at those, or table tents, A-frames right outside of your locations are really great ways to drive that traffic into your store and also connect with people in real life. And then 3 additional features, I will pass it over to Georgette to talk about what else our platform includes.
Awesome. Thanks, Corinne. Okay, so flow tag. Again, if you're not familiar with this tool, I hope this slide gets you excited. Basically, flow tag is an extension of our Flowcode brand. It's really a physical product that you put on the back of your phone. You'll see in the visual example on the screen, this flow tag is just scanning directly to a flow page of a travel airline. And really what this is meant to be is an extension of you, an extension of your brand. I've seen this used across multiple use cases, from digital business cards. Maybe you're at a networking event and instead of business cards, you just kind of want to scan or tap the back of your phone, bring up your page. Now you can download, that person can download your contact information. It's a really, really neat post-scan experience, a great way to measure brand engagement as well. You can measure the analytics for your flow tag directly in the platform, just as you can a flow code. And of course, just a way to increase community connections with just simple scan or tap. And then we also in platform have a print and template store, so you can really bring those codes to life. And the most effective way of getting scans is getting them out into the world. So we offer anything from stickers, coasters, table tents, window clings, you name it, A-frames, all this lovely stuff that you see on the screen in our print store. And we also, with the Pro and Pro Plus plan, offer a discount on our products as well.
And also worth mentioning that ProFlex and Enterprise, which we've mentioned before, also have those 30% discounts. So you get that in the above tiers as well.
Great. And then just talking about some of the advanced features included with the Pro and Pro Plus plan. So Smart Rules is a way to redirect a single flow code to multiple destinations. So to put it simply, let's say you are a restaurant owner and it is Sunday brunch and you'd like your flow code to scan to a brunch menu, but then lunchtime comes around and dinner, and now that code needs to redirect to the appropriate menu based on the time of day of the week. You can absolutely do this in our platform. That's why it's called Smart Rules. And you set a rule for each flow code, and based on that rule, that code will redirect accordingly. And you can also do this by device type as well. So if you're promoting an app, you can redirect customers to the appropriate app store, whether they're on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. That code will redirect them accordingly. And then lastly, I think perfect. Okay, thank you, Corinne. And then lastly is bulk creation. So with our platform, with Pro Plus, you can bulk create more than one flow code at one time. So just to preface this, one of the most popular questions we do get is, why do I want to make more than one flow code at one time? Really, it's to measure marketing attribution, measure success of your campaigns. Again, all of these codes that you're creating are trackable. And so that's where this tool comes in to help you kind of automate that process, create multiple codes with the same design. With Pro, you can create up to 50 at one time, Pro Plus up to 1,000. And then if you're interested in hundreds of thousands of unique codes, then that's more of an enterprise level ProFlex discussion, leveraging our API technology. But that is that for advanced features from the Pro and Pro Plus level. And just to kind of wrap up the whole suite, no matter what plan you're on with us, there is no cap to scans. So you can put those codes out into the world and have as many scans as you'd like. The codes never expire as long as you are a customer with us. Every Pro and Pro Plus plan and above includes a custom code. So we do have a team of in-house designers here to create a beautifully branded code for you that will match your marketing. So no need to worry about those cookie cutter black and white codes. We've got a team dedicated to building one for you. And then Flow Pages, of course, we talked about just our sister product, an extension of your brand. And then lastly, of course, Pro Support. There's a human behind every single flow code. So if you need us, there's a dedicated support line for all the tiers. And we're always here to share best practices, tips, and we host webinars weekly as well if you want to spread the word to your network. And that is it. I think we'll move to our Q&A. So just to call out, there is a Q&A section right below in the Zoom. So I'll give everyone a minute or two. I know traditionally they trickle in throughout as people start asking, but please leverage that Q&A box. Feedback, anything you guys have, we are in open forum. All right, I think I see one here. Can I link a flow code to Grubhub delivery? And do you link with other delivery services? Corinne, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Yeah, of course. So with Flowpage, you can link out to any different delivery service that you'd like. If you want to use Grubhub, Uber Eats, Caviar, you can display those as links on your flow page so that you can allow your guests to experience whatever they're using and whatever you're using as well. So if you have discounts on certain platforms, you can showcase those, but completely up to you what you want to showcase. As long as it's a valid URL on the internet, you can integrate those very easily and display them on the flow page. And yeah, I hope that helps.
Thank you, Corinne. Amazing.
Of course.
Next question is, does your flow page integrate with any CRM platforms? Yes, we do. We have several CRM platforms integrated across the many different plans at Flowcode. So if you are collecting first-party data, that data can get pumped into your CRM, enter an email workflow. And the CRM platforms that we do partner with right now are Zapier for Pro. Then it kind of goes up with Zapier, MailChimp on our Pro Plus plans. And then beyond those plans, you'll get access to the full suite of CRM integrations, Zapier, MailChimp, HubSpot, Klaviyo, and Salesforce. Randy, correct me if I missed any of those, but I think I hit them all. Amazing. Yes. And hopefully that answers the question. If you do not use any of those CRM platforms, you can still have access to that CRM data directly in settings, export that as a CSV, and then upload that manually to your CRM as well. Awesome. Okay, next question. And I noticed your bulk upload feature. Why would I need more than a few codes? So I mentioned this earlier, but I think some of the best examples or use cases I can give is we once had a beauty campaign launching in the subway. And so during the daytime, they found that they could leverage, well, there's two things. One, placement. Different areas of the subway perform differently or better based on times of day of the week, and then also being able to leverage smart roles and tandems to say, okay, it's daytime, I'm going to scan to a daytime routine while, riders are riding the subway versus nighttime. I want to scan to a great face mask, maybe a gua sha routine, something along those lines at night. And then all of that data is just useful to inform future marketing campaigns and future success. There's really a bevy of use cases across the board, but that's just one example. And if anyone from the team has another example, feel free to chime in.
I would also say just being able to use the codes for different things. So while we have Flow Page, which is great for showing all your different, all the different parts of your digital ecosystem, it's also great to have different codes around your restaurant or around your hotel. Maybe you have one at the front desk that connects people to Wi-Fi, and then one in your room that allows you to order room service. So again, just different ways to use it, I think, are great call outs, and plethora of reasons why you would need multiple codes.
Awesome. I think we can move on to the next slide. And if any more Q&A comes in, we can address. Awesome. So as a thank you for attending this webinar, we want to offer you a 1-month free trial of Flowcode Pro with the code travel 1 month. And then if you scan the code, you'll be able to retrieve that promo automatically. And then we'll also send you via email a code for a free flow tag. So you can start making direct connections with your tag and your flow pages.
And we'll give you another second to scan that code if you haven't already.
And lastly, stay connected with us. Join our Facebook community. If you want to scan the code, you can join our growing community online. Just share any creator feedback, insight, submit any spotlights that you want to be part of. We're here for you. So give you a minute to scan that, and then we'll let you go about your day.
And we will be following up with an email by the end of the day, which includes this recording as well as those promo codes that we promised and a few other helpful resources that we think would be great for you to utilize and leverage as you're moving forward and creating or continuing to be a Flowcode expert. But that's it. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Randy, for coming on as our co-host. We are just so excited to have everyone on the platform and that you love it and are interested in learning more. So if you have any questions, reach out to us, but we will be following up by the end of the day.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.